everyone. Today I'm sharing a staged home tour of our previous home, which was a 1950s style bungalow. We staged our own home and it was sold within 1 month. So I'll be giving you some tips that we used to sell our home fast. You really don't have to spend a ton of money on a home stager. These tips are all tips you can do yourself and cost little to no money at all. So I hope you'll enjoy seeing what our home looked like, finally decluttered and ready for a sale. The first thing we did was declutter. Here on my channel, I'm big on decluttering, but having to move really made me focus and able to get the whole house done in a short period of time. Now, I will say that decluttering for a move and decluttering in general are two different things. We got rid of a lot of stuff, but a lot of our things were still being kept. However, we didn't want them in the house. So for the stuff we kept, we rented a storage locker, and I highly recommend doing this or asking a family member or friend if you can store your things at their home temporarily. Make sure to even declutter closets, cabinets, the fridge, freezer, and any storage areas you may have, including the garage. This gives the impression that there is ample enough storage space and buyers can accurately see the space and envision their stuff in the space. The second tip I have is that you want to clean. Clean everything in your home. And when I say everything, I mean everything. Inside closets, behind the stove, all the cupboards and drawers, your garage, and even the unfinished areas of your home. I recommend using gloves and making a butter knife your friend. Also, don't forget about the outside. And speaking of the outside, this brings me to tip number 3. I'm sure you've all heard of curb appeal. It's something you should always strive for, but especially when you're selling your home, you want it to look beautiful on the outside as a promise of what is to come on the inside. It's the first impression a buyer has, and it's an important one. So clean the soffits, wash your driveway and porch, clean the windows, make sure dirt and cobwebs are removed. Plant some flowers in the flower beds, or if you already have flowers, make sure to weed out the flower bed. Also, don't forget to weed out your lawns, front and back if you have one. Make sure shrubs and trees are trimmed neatly, and make sure everything is all watered daily to make them look vibrant and alive. Also, paint fences and rails. And lastly, hide those trash and recycling receptacles. Buyers can be put off by this, so go ahead and put them in a place where it won't be the first thing a potential buyer sees when they pull up to the house. All of these contribute to an appeasing curb appeal. The fourth tip I have for you is an inviting entryway. Get rid of anything that does not belong there. Make sure the entryway closet is decluttered, and you want to declutter this so that a potential buyer can see the space from wall to wall. You can still keep some jackets and shoes in there, but I recommend keeping only one of each for each person in the house. The rest should be in storage or another closet. Only have one entranceway rug and get rid of the rest. You can also keep a shoe cabinet here if you have one. If you have hooks in plain sight, make sure nothing is left on them. Then decorate the space. I like to put a large mirror in this area along with a few smaller decorative frames. Which brings me to the next tip. Tip number 5. Keep your decor minimal. Have just enough so that your home does not look stark and instead looks inviting and calm. Try to think of show homes or pictures on Pinterest, and I recommend using what you already have or making your decor, like this floral wall art piece I made for over our master bed. I'll be showing you how to make this wall art in another video, so make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss it. You may have to buy one or two things, but overall, think outside the box and use your existing decor. If this is hard for you, maybe you might want to get help from a friend or family member for an objective point of view. One thing I want to mention is to make sure to hide your trash cans and toilet brushes in your vanity or a utility closet. I would strongly urge you to stick to a neutral palette for wall paint and decor. This gives a more open and more larger feel to the home. If possible, I recommend going with the same color on the walls throughout the house. Lastly, get rid of any rugs where possible, as this gives the look and feel of a larger room. Tip number 6 is to make your home as bright as possible. Open all blinds so that maximum light streams in. Turn on all lights before you're showing, including task lights, such as the one over the stove or any cabinet lights you may have. This will leave the buyer with the impression that the home is airy and bright, and buyers are drawn to this. The 7th tip I have is to leave your home during a showing if possible. Go to the park with your kids or go for a walk down the street. Most showings take about 15 minutes to a half hour. Leave 15 minutes before the scheduled showing and plan to be out for about 45 minutes to an hour at minimum. To make leaving easy, have a laundry basket with all your valuables placed inside and anything else you don't want to leave around while potential buyers are walking around your home. This makes leaving quick and effortless, especially for those last-minute showings. I hope you've enjoyed seeing how I stage my home for a quick sale, and I hope you found the tips I've shared easy, budget-friendly, and useful. If you want to see how I made this floral wall, I'll be posting this video next week, so you'll want to subscribe so you don't miss that one. It's free to subscribe, and hit the notification bell right beside the subscribe button so that you don't miss that video. If you want to get organized, I have a few videos up on the screen. Click on them if you want to see how to organize your spices and if you want to organize your girls' hair accessories. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next video.